What up, guys? Welcome to Couch Check. So, I had a question sent to me via Instagram from a 14-year-old viewer of mine on TikTok. And he had a question that I feel I should answer in this video. So his question was, he says, "Hello, I've seen a few of your TikToks and I got a situation. I asked my girl best friend to see a movie with me. But she said that she doesn't know if she can go because of her parents. And she didn't ask if it is like a date. What should I do? Can you help?" At which point I asked him, "How old are you?" He said 14, and he's a freshman in high school. So, when I was 14, unfortunately, my dad wasn't here anymore, and I was an introvert, so I wasn't the greatest at being able to get into situations in terms of what to do with women. Like, I had a lot of female best friends when I was in high school, and admittedly, most of my female best friends were women that I wanted to date, but I just couldn't get it past that point, And so you might be facing the same thing where you have a lot of female friends, or you have this one in particular, and you start to like them, and making that transition, I'm going to be honest, guy, it can be really, really hard. But let's go through your question real quick. So to the first part, I'll say this, is that she said she doesn't know if she can go because of her parents. That could be an excuse. Like, a lot of times at that age, because both you and her are getting into the ages where it's like you're just starting to do the dating thing, and women are trying to figure out nice ways to let you down when they don't necessarily want to go out with you. And using the parents is an easy way to do that, because they can say, "Oh, I'd love to go with you, but my parents, this and that." But if you're 14, I imagine she's either 14 or 13, like at that age, you try to go to a movie, she could easily say, "Oh, hey, can my parents take us to the movie?" And then we go, So, because I remember when I was 13, I had my first few dates, and it's like I had a crush on this girl, and we were able to go to a restaurant and eat. And so, like, my mom sat over to the side while me and her ate, and then we were able to get taken home after that, But the point is this: I'm going to give you a lesson right now, early in life, that my uncle had to give me when I was in my 20s, because again, my dad wasn't around because he was dead. And it's this: he said, because I did sales with him, and he would say, when you're doing a sale, the yeses will make you happy, the no's will upset you for a little bit, but you'll eventually get over it. But the maybes will drive you crazy. And you never want to get stuck in maybe land, because one, you could be missing out on other opportunities waiting for this maybe to happen. And two, more often than not, maybes are usually no's. So in this case, what you essentially got was a maybe answer. She said, I don't know if I can go. That means maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know, but has she tried to actually ask her parents to see if she can go? Has she made any moves that indicate that she's going to do what she can to make this movie date happen? If not, then that maybe is a no. And I'm telling you this now because, it's a lesson I had to learn in my 20s. And there were so many women that I had crushes on in high school that would give me we might be able to go. I'll see. I'll make sure I don't have anything to do that day, and I'll see if maybe possibly. And none of those women would say yes to date. So you at 14, if you get this lesson now, that women that are enthusiastic about seeing you will find a way. Think about all the women your age, right? Whose parents are like, "I don't want my daughter dating anybody," and that daughter is sneaking out to go see the guy that she wants to make out with on the bench at a basketball court or whatever. Like, I'm not saying they should be doing that, but the point is, they are still going to be able to see the guy that they want to see if they have high interest. And ultimately, guy, what you should really learn is that high interest cuts everything. So if you are asking a girl out and she's like, I really want to, but blah, 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 blah. You have to ask yourself, is that the actions of a woman that is giving you high interest, or a woman that's giving you a maybe, which would indicate low interest? Anytime it's a maybe, my suggestion is this: all you can do is ask the girl out. You just say, "Hey, I want to take you to a movie. Let me know when you're free. I'm free this day or this day, whichever time works best for you." If at that point she is giving you anything but an enthusiastic yes, or I can't make this day, but what about this day? Then it's either a maybe or a no. And maybes are usually no's. So take all maybes from now on as no's. If you learn this lesson now, you will save yourself a lot of stress because then it won't hurt your feelings. I mean, it'll hurt your feelings on some level because you're want to try to get somebody to date. But when you hear a woman give you some kind of excuse as, oh, I want to go, but schoolwork, I want to go, but you'll just know, oh, that's a maybe. So that's a no. Okay, great. You just say, you know what? Hey, no problem. If you get some free time in your schedule, then get back to me. And then you go on to somebody else. All right. Here's the other thing too, because you mentioned she's your best girlfriend. I imagine when you first met this girl, you probably were already thinking that you liked her in some capacity or that you were feeling the feelings of a crush, all right? And the mistake that I made when I was in middle school and high school was thinking, okay, I'm going to try to be her friend first. And then from there, once we get to hang out enough times and she becomes my best friend, she'll realize that we work so well together that this could also be a relationship thing. And I'm here to tell you, most girls and women do not see it that way. Once women put you in the friend category, then they're thinking that's where it's going to stay. And here's the thing, right, is that when you first meet a woman or a girl in your case, she doesn't know which way she wants the interaction to go because she's actually following your lead. So when you're meeting a new girl at your school and you're like, oh, we should hang out sometime, let's be friends, and blah, 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 you're putting out, I want to be friends. And now her brain's going to be locked on, okay, so don't try to look at this from a romantic angle. Look at this from a friendship angle. And that can have you stuck in friendship purgatory. So if from now on, if it doesn't work out with this girl, because you're 14, it very well probably won't work out. In the future, if you meet a new girl and you're thinking on any level that you might be interested, then do the things that look like you're going towards the potential dating hookup relationship route and not so much the friendship route. So this would be something such as you meet her, you end the conversation, like you have a good conversation at the height where it's really enjoyable for her, then you just cut it off and then say, oh, hey, real quick, let me get your number, let me get your Snapchat, whatever, all right? And then here's important too, guys, because you're 14, so hopefully you haven't started doing this. Don't text her all the freaking time. You get her number at school, even if you see her day to day, whatever, don't be constantly texting her up or trying to get her on social media, yada, yada, yada. You hit her up when you're like, hey, I'm going to go do this fun thing and I want to take you with me. That's the only time that you hit her up. Let her be the one to hit you up first, but don't fall into the trap that most guys, by the time they get into their 20s, are stuck on, which is you got to be texting all the time. If you lessen your text and focus more on when you see her, showing her the best time you possibly can, then you're going to have a lot more success even at your age. Because my brother was a dating dynamo at your age. I couldn't figure it out, but he was like taking out girls and going to movies and having makeout sessions, all sort of stuff. So it's like, but he knew the process of that. I didn't. I had to learn it. And it's a learnable skill. So yeah. So if you're meeting new girls, don't try to go the friendship route. Make them laugh. Have a good time with them. Get their phone numbers or get their Snapchats or get their whatever you guys are talking on these days, because I'm 41. I'm the opposite of you. So, and then, yeah, from there, all you want to do with girls that you like is just try to hit them up to schedule dates. If they say things like, well, is this a date? You can say something funny like, no, it's more of a raisin. Get it? Date, raisin. Or you can say, I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we go out, won't we? But you want to lean it towards that direction versus like being a scaredy cat guy. Oh, no, date. I wouldn't make this a date if you're uncomfortable. Like, no. Again, even girls at your age are going to be following your lead and looking at it to see where you're taking. So when women ask you, is this a date? Don't be afraid of that question. You can be like, I mean, yeah, why would I waste my time asking you out? But you don't have to express dying feelings of love for them. You can just say, yeah, I want to see what's what. You know, I want to see why I should consider choosing you. Like, you want to have that kind of attitude towards it versus I'm going to be afraid and I hope she chooses me, because that's going to put you in the person that's not wearing the pants, and women don't like that. So hopefully this wasn't too much of a rant, but hopefully, guys, this helps you out. For the rest of you watching this, regardless of what age you're at, whether you're 14, 24, 34, this is all the stuff works for any of these ages, that women are going to want a guy that's going to lead the interaction. And if at this point you have a woman best friend or a girl best friend, it's going to be really hard to get them out of the friend zone. And I'd say, you know, do your best. But like, also, if you're stuck in that friend zone, you're trying to make it romantic, consider lessening your time with her so that way she can start to miss you and realize that the only way she's going to get to see more of you is if she considers a relationship. All right. Hopefully, guys, this helps you out. If you guys have any questions for one of these couch chats, you can, write me at HarryWilmington@gmail.com or follow me on TikTok and Instagram and send me messages there as well. But hopefully, guys, this helps you out. Thanks for watching. I'm Harry Wilmington, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.